You can be in a room full of people and still feel invisible. People talk, laugh, and move around you, yet somehow it feels like no one truly notices you. Your presence, your thoughts, your feelings seem to fade into the background. It's not about being ignored on purpose. It's about feeling unseen, like the world is moving around you while you stay stuck in silence. Sometimes, even when someone smiles at you or says your name, it doesn't reach the part of you that longs to be recognized. That quiet ache, that sense of being overlooked, it's heavy, subtle, and deeply personal. And if you feel this way, you are not alone. Feeling invisible isn't about being ignored on purpose. It's about feeling misunderstood. It's the quiet weight that sits on your chest when no one seems to notice who you really are. At school, you might raise your hand but feel overlooked. At work, your ideas might go unheard. And in social gatherings, you can be surrounded by people yet feel completely alone. This feeling is heavy, exhausting, and often invisible to others, but it doesn't mean something is wrong with you. Experiencing it doesn't make you weak or unworthy. It's okay to feel this way. Many people share this silent struggle, even if it's never talked about openly. Our minds naturally crave acknowledgement. We want to be seen, heard, and understood. When that attention or recognition is missing consistently, our brains quietly start to internalize invisibility. Over time, this feeling becomes a lens through which we view ourselves and the world around us. You may notice yourself holding back, staying silent, or fading into the background without even realizing why. It's not a flaw or a disorder. It's your mind's way of adapting to a world that hasn't always noticed you. This protective response can feel natural, even comforting, because it keeps you safe from disappointment or rejection. Yet it also quietly shapes the way you interact with others, the way you expect to be treated, and how you see your own worth. Understanding this pattern brings calm clarity and insight into your emotions. You may notice yourself staying quiet more than you want to, laughing less, or avoiding sharing your feelings with others. Sometimes you blend into the background, hoping not to be noticed even when part of you wishes someone would see you. You might smile when people acknowledge you, hiding the ache inside that longs for genuine recognition. Small, subtle behaviors like these happen naturally, almost without thought, as your mind learns to protect itself from disappointment or rejection. Over time, these patterns become habits, shaping how you interact with the world. You might avoid speaking up, shy away from attention, or quietly withdraw when situations feel overwhelming. These coping mechanisms are not weaknesses. They are your mind's way of staying safe while still navigating a world that often overlooks you. Recognizing these patterns is the first step to understanding yourself better. You want to be seen. You want to matter. You long for someone to notice the little things about you, the thoughts you carry, the emotions you feel. Yet when people ignore you, misunderstand you, or fail to recognize your presence, you retreat. You hold back your words, your laughter, even your smiles, trying to protect yourself from disappointment. It's a quiet struggle, an invisible battle between craving connection and shielding your heart. Every interaction carries a weight, and every silence is both comfort and pain. You wish for closeness, but fear being let down. This tension between desire and reality creates an inner conflict that is hard to escape. It's subtle, persistent, and deeply human, and it's something many people silently experience every day. Over time, you may find that silence feels safer than speaking up and risking being ignored. Masking your emotions, keeping your thoughts to yourself, and hiding your true feelings can start to feel natural, almost effortless. It's not about being cold or uncaring. It's your mind's way of protecting you. By keeping your inner world private, you shield yourself from disappointment, judgment, or misunderstanding. Even though this might make the outside world feel empty or distant, it's an unconscious adaptation designed to help you navigate a world that hasn't always acknowledged your presence. You learn to be cautious, to observe before participating, and to respond carefully to others. These habits are survival strategies, quietly keeping your emotions safe while allowing you to function. Understanding this pattern helps you see yourself with compassion, recognizing that you've adapted, not failed. The invisible part of you isn't a weakness. It's not a flaw or a lack of worth. It's awareness. It's sensitivity. Those who feel unseen deeply are often the ones who notice the unspoken, who understand the hidden emotions around them, and who feel the world more intensely than most. Your quiet presence allows you to observe, to sense, and to reflect in ways others might never notice. That depth is a gift, even if it feels heavy at times. Pause and let that sink in. Being invisible sometimes means you are quietly observing the world that others fail to see. Your experiences, your emotions, and your awareness make you profoundly human. What feels like solitude is often a space where insight grows. Understanding this helps you reframe your invisibility, not as a burden, but as a quiet strength that shapes how you move through life. Understanding your invisibility is the first step to understanding yourself. It doesn't demand that you change or force yourself to act differently. It doesn't require an explanation to anyone else. It simply asks for awareness, acceptance, and quiet acknowledgement of who you are. You can sit with your feelings without trying to fix them. You can notice your emotions, recognize your habits, and still honor the ways you've learned to cope. This is not about judgment or correction. It's about observation and reflection. Even if the world continues to overlook you at times, you can hold space for your own experience. You are allowed to exist quietly, deeply, and meaningfully. Awareness itself is powerful. By simply acknowledging your feelings, by understanding your patterns, you give yourself permission to exist fully, without pressure, without expectation, and without apology.